go. And we're live. Okay, so this is the Emerald in 24-hour call. I'm your host, Tiffany. This is Amber. And we're just going to run through this pretty quickly, just about how to hit your first rank in the company. Amber and I will share about how we got started pretty much right out the gate after we finished our first program and got our amazing results. That's when we really decided we were ready to go all in. So we'll share about how we got started, how you can easily get started, what some of the like minimum requirements are to hit the rank, and then how the pay cycle works. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay, maybe. There we go. Okay, so Emerald is essentially the first rank in the business, and this basically means, oh, there you go. Man, look at you, you're so savvy. Basically, it means U plus 2. So it means you plus 2 discount coaches. So that could be someone who wants to sign on because they are interested in getting the 25% discount that you get as a coach, or it could be somebody who's actually ready to like start coaching themselves and start their own team. So you can also sign up customers without the coach discount, but they won't count towards building up your business towards a specific rank. Yeah, it'll still count, like you get the same commission, and you know, you'll have that person as your customer and on your team, but it won't count towards the Emerald rank. So you want to make sure, I know Amber and Shelby are really good about, like, and I try this too, signing all their girls up as coaches initially, because it's the same price to sign up as a coach as it is the customer. And they basically get to try out coaching for the first month for the same price they would as being a customer. So basically for free. And almost always, it almost reminds me of, like, you know, when you would invite your best friend to Zumba class at the YMCA, or you invite them to a step aerobics class and be like, do you want to come do this with me? It's the same type of thing, you know, like, do you want to do this with me, and we can hold each other accountable. Almost all of us know a couple people who have been like wanting to get healthier, or just like ready to lose that last 5 or 10 pounds. So honestly, if you start paying attention, you'll start hearing it come up in conversations, and it's just pretty casual, just like, yeah, this is what I'm doing. If you wanted to do it with me, we could keep each other accountable. And it's just fun. It doesn't have to be anything serious. It doesn't have to, you know, I know Shelby's super good about this, just being like, no pressure at all whatsoever. And so that's just kind of how you would want to approach it. So signing up people initially as coaches will help you hit that rank faster. So U plus 2, essentially, it's really easy to remember. Do you want to go over this one?
Yeah, so really when you hit your first rank as Emerald, that's kind of like when you are like turning on your open sign basically for your business. So that is when you start to earn team volume and start earning money for that team volume. Also, when you hit Success Club, which is helping 3 people, or getting, you know, it's Success Club 5. And so for every person that you help get started with a challenge pack, that's 2 Success Club points. If you get somebody started with just a bag of Shakeology, like they're like, I don't really want to do the workouts, I just want the Shakeology, that is 1 Success Club point. So Success Club 5 will help you to hit Success Club. And when you hit Success Club and you're an Emerald, you earn free customer leads the following month, which is amazing, because if you've ever been on like watching TV and you've seen like the Beachbody infomercials, or you've seen it, I see it like crazy on Pinterest.
I'll say they do a really good job of marketing on Snapchat, on Pinterest, on the internet, on infomercials, anywhere like you can find it. They have some kind of Beachbody advertisement.
So all of those people who are like, oh, I need to do that, I'm going to sign up, and they just sign up like through the infomercial, that person needs to be assigned a coach. And so anybody who hits Success Club and is an Emerald or higher is going to get assigned those people. So eventually that's going to lead to like commission and like free money for you. So it's like a no-brainer. Also, like as you sign people up and as people join you, everything that is purchased has a volume amount of points attached to it. And so we don't have to get into the weeds about like what the volume cycle is, but basically I believe is it $14?
Is your for your
Yeah, so $14 per emerald cycle. So every time you get a certain amount of points, it's like every time that there's 200 points on your left leg and 100 points on your right leg, you'll cycle. So a challenge pack is around 150 to 200 points. And so basically every time you're making a sale, you're cycling. So you're also earning that $14. So it's cool, and you might think that's only $14, but like it builds up. It just keeps going, it keeps going, it keeps going, which is really cool. It's also, you're gonna get a shout out from your coach, which you can share on your social media, which adds credibility, and like people are like, oh wow, she's actually doing something with this business. And it means you're building your team. It means like you're committed to hitting your first rank and you're like on your way to hitting your next big step in your business. So it's just a stepping stone. You're really only there for a minute. And it only takes a minute to get there. So this is called the Emerald in 24 Hours call, because it really is you plus two, which means you plus two people. We'll get into like who to sign up on each leg and stuff, but it's super easy to find two people to be like, hey, let's do this together. They kind of are like always related to like there's Taylor Swift's concert coming into town, and you're like, people get hung up and say, I don't want to be salesy. I don't want to be salesy, and it's like, it's literally inviting them to join you in doing what you're doing. Hey, let's link arms and like keep each other accountable. I can't tell you how many times with my friends I've been like, hey, let's go on a diet. Hey, let's do this. Hey, like, let's put money on a diet bet, like we always are doing that. It's the same thing, except like this is actually something that's like legit and laid out for you and works. So
how does is it 40% commission that you get on challenge pack? Is it 20?
Something like, I think it's 40%.
I think it's 40% commission. So on top of like the cycle bonuses that you'll get, that's kind of like a bonus perk of being Emerald, you'll also get a commission off of like any challenge packs or products that you sell. So basically how your business center works is you have a right leg and a left leg. And when you're signing people up, you'll want to just be intentional about like putting one person on the left and one person on the right. That way you're kind of keeping your legs even all throughout. And so that's basically like
but why you sign a controlled business center, that's what this is. So basically, I signed up my husband on one of my legs, and then you can sign up your best friend or your sister or your mom or whoever wants to do this with you. They can sign up on your other leg. But when you sign up your spouse or like your mom or your dad, like I know Shelby signed up, she didn't sign up her husband at first, she signed up her dad as one of her legs that she could control, because then in the future that helps you be able to hit your next rank. But it's just kind of nice to have somebody right at the top tier right underneath you, because eventually they're also going to accrue team volume points, and it's just going to roll right up to you. So it's kind of like you're double dipping.
A legal way to double dip.
Legally, not illegal. But it's like a way to like double dip. So your whoever's underneath you is going to earn the paycheck, and then that team volume is going to roll up to you, and your team is going to cycle, and you'll get cash for that. So basically you need to know, just when you're signing, when you have somebody that wants to join you, it's important to also at the same time, I would say, sign up somebody that you can control down the road.
And that doesn't necessarily mean like you paying for their challenge pack. It could honestly just be like, maybe your mom does want to do this with you, and hey, this is the perfect time. And most of the time we have family or friends who are willing to help us out, and they're like, okay, I'll go ahead and buy this. It's not like you're buying some necklace, or it's not like you're buying some, you know, whatever thing. It's like you're literally just giving the gift of health and wellness. And so there's so much that comes with these starter packs. There's so much value packed into them that really, when you break it down to your friends and family, they're like, oh, dang, really? You get all of that for a year? Okay, yeah, sure. And so it's good to have a controlled business center when you do decide to go Emerald. So for personal volume, here's kind of a little cheat sheet as to like what you need to stay active. So in order for a business to be open, you know, their open sign has to be on, they have to be operating, they have to be functional. That's the same way as you as a coach. So you want to have at least 50 PV on Home Direct, basically like auto shipment of product. So for me, it's a no-brainer. I have Shakeology on auto shipment every month because I drink the shakes every day. So for me, it's not a big deal to have that on auto shipment. And then for my controlled account, I have my husband signed up under me, and I get Energize and Recover under his account. And the cool thing is we use all of these products. And so it's not like I'm just paying rent to a landlord to keep my business open. I'm actually just paying for really good quality products that I'm going to be using anyways that are going to help me get results. And that's what's helping keep my business open. And so I think we have it really good as coaches that we're able to use product to stay active and stay open. And we're not just paying some overhead fee, you know, to someone else. Like we're actually directly benefiting from it. So it's not hard to stay active. You just want to make sure it's on automatic home shipment or automatic monthly ordering. You can order some Energize and Hydrate, which is kind of like an electrolyte powder. You can have Energize and Recover. If you love the shakes, I would just say like have Shakeology on Home Direct every day or every month, because
it's just no-brainer. You'll always be active.
You'll always be active. You'll never have to worry about it. So, or you never have to worry if you have enough points. But there's a lot of different things that you can try out too. Amber and I love getting samples of like sample packs of things. So you can get the Coach sampler pack. You could do the Energize tub. You could do the Energize packets. Whenever Amber and I have someone new sign up, we always like to send them a card with some Energize or a little goodie of some kind of beach bar, something that's kind of sample form that we can send them so they can also try the product for themselves and not you know, feel like they have to order a whole entire thing to try it out. So it's a great way to get product into your customers' hands, as well as like just like as a welcome gift, you know. So that's another great way if you're struggling to, like, if you feel like you have too much product on hand,
Switch it up.
You're not going through it fast enough. I always recommend getting some samples so you can share that with family, share it with friends, share it with your new customers. And then
Oh yeah, we can go over that.
or do you want to? So basically, no. There's a way that like you accrue points on each leg, and it will like it'll cycle through, and that's how you get your bonuses every week is when those bonuses happen. So I'm not a total expert in how the bonus cycles work with the points, but there's lots of YouTube videos, and in your back office there's a training, and it explains exactly how these cycle bonuses work from the smart money gurus, not from me. So just know that there is a way for, you know, there's a potential in this business. If you treat it like a business, there's a potential to really earn a full-time income through this. There's been so many success stories of coaches who have been able to retire themselves and their husbands from their full-time careers, and they're able to coach full-time. And it's because of how the bonuses work and how the commissions work and the compound effect, essentially. And so there's a lot of potential with this company if you treat it like a business, if you treat it like a job. If you treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby would, a little here, a little there. But if you treat it like a business and you show up and you spend, you know, an hour and a half to 2 hours working on your business 5 days a week, it really does have the ability to grow and compound. So just know that in the beginning, just like with any business, it's going to take some time to build that trust and build that credibility. And, you know, becoming an Emerald coach does help build your credibility, it helps build your confidence, and it shows that you do have what it takes to make this, you know, into a business that works for you. But remember that these things do take time, and just like any time you would open up a franchise, or you would open up, you know, like a Dutch Bros stand or something, or maybe not Dutch Bros, but if you would open up a small business, you can ask any business owner, it's going to take the first year or so to really kind of get the hang of things and work out some of those kinks. And in that first year, that's when you're really like working on your personal development, working on your transformation, just really focusing on yourself, your health, and your results. And that will really speak for itself. And people will naturally want to ask you what you're doing, and join your Fit Fam. So, oh, and that's pretty much it for this section. So there's no one left on here right now, so we won't ask for questions.
Yeah, but basically, you know, becoming Emerald is U+2. And then your next rank is basically going Emerald 2 more times.
Mm-hmm.
So getting the hang of Emerald, don't overcomplicate it.
Yeah.
I mean, U+2 people, you know, like it couldn't be more simpler. And I think that it's just so easy for us to get in our heads when we're first starting and being like, I don't want to be salesy. I don't want to be that person. And the thing is, like, just don't be that person that's going to like be salesy and bombard people and then run and then don't do this, because that's the kind of people who are icky. But the people that show up day in and day out and stay committed and stay consistent and constantly show up, those are the ones who are like, oh, wow, she's been doing this for a while. Like, she's just not one of those, oh, I'm trying to get rich quick and I'm going to bug all of my loved ones about this so that I can hit it and quit it. Like, don't hit it and quit it. Like, that is my biggest advice. Is when Tiffany and I first signed up to be a coach, we saw the potential. We saw the people that were our age who had nothing extra special about them, who had retired themselves from their full-time job and were at home, able to stay at home with their babies. Like, that is my dream. And so that's what inspired us. We're like, we can do this. Like, if they can do this, we can do this. And so we told each other, like, after we first signed up, we're like, we're going to give this at least a year. No matter what happens, no matter if we don't make a single dollar, we're going to give it our all and see what we can do for this entire year. And then after your first year, you're like, oh, I'm hooked now. I'm not doing it. I'm in it for at least another year. And then it like just keeps going and going, because every year your business just grows and grows and grows. And yeah, and you're growing as a person. And honestly, like we always say, like, you know, we would do this for free, because like how much personal growth you get out of this and out of coaching and showing up for your own personal journey, and the people that you help like transform their lives, it's just like, it fills I always say it fills my coach heart like so much. Like, that is what we do this for. Like, the money is a direct reflection on how many people you are helping, how many families you are helping get better healthy eating habits. Like, this isn't just like some scam fat loss wrap, you know, like we know it's not gonna work, but we hope that everybody thinks it will. Like, this is proven good old fashioned healthy eating and moving your body. Like, that's it. Like, the shakes aren't gonna like magically make you drop 50 pounds, but it's gonna supplement your body and your health, and you're gonna feel good from the inside out. And so that's what we do as coaches, is we help others feel better, help others have more energy, and help others find that like spark back inside of them again. And I think it's like literally the best job in the world that we get to do. And if I get to do this one day as my full-time job, I am going to consider myself the luckiest person in the world, because how cool that my number one job is to show up for myself and work on my journey and my own health and fitness journey, and my mindset, my personal growth. while I get to help other people along with the same thing. Like, how incredible is that? So, and another thing is, I think we also get hung up in our heads about like having to know everything. We have to have all the answers before we get started. Or we have to have a transformation before we start coaching.
You have to have a transformation. You have to have all the answers before we even reach out to anybody. And that is not true. You literally just have to be one step ahead of someone in order for you to grab their hand and say, let's go and do this together. I'll show you what I've been doing so far.
Yeah.
And then you just are committed to continuously learning and continuously growing and continuously working on yourself. And so I think it's just important, like there's people out there who are like, you inspire people every day, and you don't have to be some like 6-figure earner to inspire people. You don't have to be some size 0 to inspire people. You can inspire people where you are right now, where you're at with what you have.
Yep.
And, you know, Amber and I are still continuously working on our own journey, our own transformation.
But that's what's more relatable.
Yes.
People have found that it's not relatable to see somebody who is at the size 0 and be like, oh, I want to join you because you did this. It's like watching somebody along the way, how they started, because they're connecting with you on how, oh, that's me. I'm the same size as her, or I have the same amount of kids as her, or I have the same struggle as she does. And then watching and showing up daily, and people are watching and seeing how you tackle those like obstacles and how you're overcoming the things that are like holding you back. And then they're seeing you transform right in front of their eyes, and they're like, oh, wow, if she can do this, I can do this.
Well, and it's the same thing as like, as long as you're continuously showing up in your stories or showing up on social media, documenting your journey, people are going to think, wow, I've watched her for 3 months now, and I could have gotten my own results instead of like drooling over her results. Man, I should have just been doing this with her. And that's kind of when the light bulb goes off of like, if she could do it, I can do it. And so you're literally just showing people the way of like, hey, this is how I'm incorporating it, showing up in your stories, documenting the real life, how you're meal prepping, all that good stuff, and just naturally being encouraging and inspirational. You know, people might not join you right away, but they're going to watch your journey, and they're going to watch you succeed, and they're going to see like, okay, I'm ready. Yep. Let's do this. So it's just, you don't have to have anything special to be a coach. You just have to have a heart to serve, and you have to be here long enough to see the results of your business. Just like you have to be here long enough to see the results in your health and fitness journey. It's going to take time, and it's going to take consistency. So you have to be in it for the long haul. And if you ask any of the top coaches, they're like, what's your superpower? And they're like, I stuck around when everybody else quit. Mm-hmm. So prove it to yourself, prove it to your friends and your family that you can do this and you can stick to this, because let's be real, we're going to need to continue being healthy the rest of our lives. Yeah. So we can continue showing up and sharing how we're going to either maintain or how we're going to work on those goals. So just as simple as that.
Easy peasy. You plus two. So we hope that was helpful. Yeah. And if you have any questions or, any questions on like where to place people or how to get somebody signed up, like reach out to whoever your coach is, and they'll definitely get you those like tips and like guidance on what to do. But like, don't overcomplicate it. You plus two.
Yep.
Okay. That's it. About half an hour. Wrap it up.